another Playing With Me video. Today I am showing how I changed out my cover for February. I did it like about a week later than I normally do it at the start of the month, but I just kind of forgot. So again, I'm using another Erin Condren cover that I purchased last year. Was that from last year? I think it was. I really like this one. It's got rose gold foiled accents with it in the text. It's really pretty, and I just love my black coil planner. I was so excited when they released the black coil last year. I hope they continue to release it because it's my favorite. It goes with every single cover, and I just like the way it looks. I don't know. To me, I don't know. I like it personally. It's my personal favorite. Obviously, that's why it's on my planner. I'm also switching out the little Recollections palm that I found at Michael's in their planner section. They've got so many planner things now. It's kind of crazy, but for a little light pink one to kind of go. And then of course I'm going to switch out my peach palm clips, which I do every month to coordinate with whatever cover that I have switched out. And I'm just giving you a look at last week's video. I'll have a direct link to that in a card and below if you want to see. But here you can see kind of the base with my pre-planning for this week. Well, it was last week technically, but the week that I'm planning for currently in this video. I use the Erin Condren stylized sticky notes just to kind of mark down anything that is already kind of set in stone. It's usually like an appointment or a social thing or something like that. This week I'm using a kit that was sent to me very kindly by a shop called Boulderbon. She has sent me many a sticker in the past. I'm always so grateful for her kindness. I really like this. This is the Playful Penguins kit, and I'm just kind of still hanging on to the winter vibe. I am personally, if you watched my the haul I did earlier this week, or I guess it was late last week, I am ready for spring. It's just not been like super wintry here. There just hasn't been that much snow, but it's finally in this last few days we've finally gotten some sunshine. It hasn't just been gray. I really don't like the blah gray days. I don't mind the cold. I love snow, but I like it when the sun is shining. So I'm going ahead with this winter kit for this week because it was still very much wintry feeling last week, but the sun shining this week and it's been just a little bit warmer. It feels really nice. So I like to speed through my footage, otherwise the video would be probably over an hour long. I get on average I spend, let's see, I'm looking at my clips here, the timestamps of my clips. How I do these is I plan every night for the next day. So what you see here is the compilation of that footage I'll cut together. Sometimes I'll plan 2 days in a row if I know I'm not going to have time the next day, but normally that's what I do. So I plan Sunday night through Friday night. I'll spend anywhere from, I'm looking at my timestamps on my clips, 6 to 11 minutes. Yep. The first day I usually spend a little bit longer because I'm putting in all this other stuff. I'm doing the sidebar, I'm doing the bottom washing stuff. I'll spend somewhere between 13 and 15 minutes. I don't know if this is interesting to any of you, but I know a lot of people think planning like this is super time consuming and just not something that somebody who's very busy can manage. But I mean, 8 minutes on average a day to me it's worth it for me to spend that time doing this because it helps me stay on top of things in my brain, and my brain just tends to get kind of mushy lately thinking about all the things I want to keep in there. And B, it's just fun. It's a creative way for me to play every day. It's a creative outlet for me for sure, and it's just something I really look forward to. I do it kind of the very last thing before I turn in for the night, before I go to do all my skincare routine and brush my teeth and all that stuff. This is the very last thing I do before I turn into our room for the night. I do, and it's just, I don't know. It's a nice way to kind of close out the day. It gets me thinking about the next day, and it almost acts as like a brain dump for me to make lists and kind of do some basic planning for the next day. I don't write as much in my planner as nearly as much as I used to. I used to make much more exhaustive to-do lists, and I still love my to-do lists. But they're much more succinct now, and I just kind of put down, I mean, that's not listing everything I'm doing every day. I'm doing way more than like 5 things in any given day. But I'm just writing down the things that, I don't know, I want to write down for whatever reason. And yes, I realize I do laundry every day of the week pretty much, and I don't need to write that on my list, but I don't know, it's one of those things that just feels good for me to check off. So that's why I keep writing it down. But anyway, how I organize my days in my planner is I use the vertical spread, the Erin Condren Life Planner. It's my favorite. And I use the boxes to cut up my kind of daily tasks. The top portion, I usually use a decorative full box, and I'll layer over either a quarter or a half box to designate space for me to kind of highlight what content I'm working on that day. And I don't write down every action that needs to happen for that content, that like overall content task to be done, but I know what those are, and just writing it down kind of helps me visualize sort of the main thing I want to attack on any given day. And I try to just do one thing per day, because the one content related task usually takes quite a while, especially if editing or blog writing or any of that is involved. And then in the middle section is where I will put my personal and general to-do list. So that's mainly stuff to do around the house, or kind of my home management stuff. And also if there's other kind of work-related things that aren't necessarily related to the content task that I've outlined for the day, I'll write those there too. And so if there's like specific phone calls I have to make or emails I need to really address or whatever, I'll put that in there. And then the bottom box, I allow that to be a bit more of a space where it's, I can talk. I can highlight something that I want to really stand out to me. So it's like either an appointment or a special outing, or it's just some kind of like the special thing of the day. And I don't know, maybe going to the doctor isn't the special thing, but it's not something that happens that often, so it's something that I like to highlight. Here I'm using my new Once More with Love doctor stickers. I was so excited to use them. I had my annual OB appointment, my gyno appointment. I can't believe it's been a full year since I went for my 6 weeks postpartum checkup, and I can't believe that's the only time I've been in this whole year. I don't know, to me it's like giving birth and also having a C-section is such a big deal. I'm like, how do they only want to see you once after 6 weeks? But that's how it works. So I had my annual appointment, and everything's fine there, nothing to report. You guys, I know that the pregnancy rumors are flying. I am not currently pregnant. We're not actually trying at this moment. But I will keep you guys informed if and when we are so lucky to conceive again. I will not keep you in the dark about that. So rest assured you will know. But that's not happening just yet. We are still taking some time to allow my body to settle into its normal. I've only just started cycling in the past couple of months postpartum. So we're letting my body kind of settle back into that for a little bit longer before we even try. And then who knows? We'll see what happens. I talked about this more in my baby update. I will link that for you guys if you want to see more about Charlotte at 1 year old and how that's been going and things that have been happening with us. I'll link that video for you guys in a card here. At any rate, here I am putting down more stickers. You can see on that particular day I put down the I usually, like I said, just do one day at a time, but the boxes in this kit, the full decorative boxes, some of them kind of coordinated. You can see how the little penguins are holding this string of fish between them. So I put the second one down so I'd be sure to remember that went to that. And then I also pulled out, I had the Glam Planner advent calendar last year, which was so much fun. And I've been pulling out some of those stickers. So that little heart sticker and the little Sephora shopping bag are from that advent calendar countdown thing. So that's been fun to use. And yeah, just plugging away at the plan in here. Like, I feel like I talk about the same things every week, you guys, and I don't know if you want me to just keep doing that or just do music voiceover, not voiceover, but just music overlay, because I tend to just tell you the same thing every week. But then I'm thinking, like, what if somebody's just joining in, they've never seen my video before and they don't know what I'm doing and they want to know? So yeah, that's why I keep telling you guys the same stuff. So I'm sorry if it's like really boring for people who've been here for a while. One of the nice things about this kit is that the stickers were very easy to reposition, and I did go back a few times to add in plans. We had some family dinners and things that popped up kind of at the last minute that I wanted to just make sure that I kept in my planner. I don't do a lot of back planning, but when it's like a special thing like that happens, that maybe I want to remember, oh, we all went out to dinner on such a day, and this is where we went, and that's when I'll look back at my planner for that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's why I really appreciate it when I'm able to move stickers. But some of my favorite stickers lately are glossy stickers, and they are just not really movable, especially after, I mean, you can sometimes pick them up directly after you put them down, but I mean, a whole day or even more after that, highly unlikely. So that's something to consider when you're looking at sticker kits and trying out things and figuring out your planning style. So how I attack my weekend section, I'm attacking it, that sounded very vicious, I don't mean it that way, is I designate the top box of Saturday to a content to-do list and the bottom box of Sunday to a general to-do list, and those are things for the entire week. They're not necessarily for those specific days, so I kind of treat the weekend as a whole for my to-do lists. But any plans and things I'll put in the middle box, and those are per day. And you can see here I play around with the stickers a lot because we had a lot going on Saturday. It was my nephew's first birthday party, we had swim class, we had friends over, and then we went out for dinner. So I was trying to figure out how to get all of those time things into that one little section, and I ended up taking some headers that I had extra of and cutting them down into little flags and just laying some stickers on top of them, and then I could fit them all in. I like doing stuff like that, kind of working with the kit. Even if it doesn't have exactly the pieces that I need, I can usually make something work just by cutting something or laying some other stickers on top of something. And I love my little Once More with Love munchkins, you can see there, and my Tofu the Panda from Stick With Me shop. Those are like those clock stickers. And the Mickey Mouse head countdown at the top is for an upcoming Disney World trip, and those were from Pretty Sheepy. I will have all of the shops all of the sources that you see in this video linked below, as always, for you guys. But here I am just using my stickers. And then I always leave the bottom box of Saturday and the top box of Sunday open for pictures, and I love using my Polaroid Zip mobile printer to put in pictures. So I usually plan on Friday night for the weekend, and then Sunday night I come back and I print out pictures from the weekend to put in there. And then, oh, where am I? Like, disappeared there. And then I do pre-planning for the next week at that time, and I film I film for the next day, and I start planning for the week as well. But that's how I approach my weekends, and I've been doing that kind of planning even before I really was using full weekly kits for a long time. It's pretty much ever since I got the Polaroid Zip printer early last fall. Yeah, that's when I got it. I just love it. I mean, we can all agree that the new app is like so lame, but it still works. You just got to figure out how to use the collage part of it, and it's fun. The last thing I do after that is I fill in my thankful thought box. I do keep up with that practice, even though I keep a daily gratitude journal. I don't know. I don't think you can write down things you're grateful for too much. I don't think that's a thing, personally. But I fill that in, and that is everything I do for my planning on any given week. I love this kit. I love the colors of it. I ended up using quite a few of the stickers. I had a lot of the decorative stickers left because she added in an extra sheet. But I really liked using those glitter headers. That was fun. Didn't use a lot of those. I don't know. I haven't gotten into date covers or anything, but you can see I really used quite a bit of this kit, and I found it very fun and functional and super cute. And I love the layered washi strips at the bottom. I think that came out nice. And that is everything. I really enjoyed using this kit. I love the colors. It's still very wintry, but it's very playful and fun, and I love pulling in some of my other stickers. Of course, my favorite part is always the weekend. I always try to highlight my favorite part, but it's always the weekend, so I don't know why I continue to do that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Happy planning, and I hope you had a happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.